year. Now, the Hebrew date happens to be the 28th of Av. It marks the Hilula of Rabbi Avraham Elmaliach, Zecher Tzadik Libracha, a very great rabbi of his time. And I believe he was actually born back in English year 1925. He passed away on the 15th of August in the year 2012. He'll be going on to become a great judge, a Diane, a rabbi, especially in Israel. He would become the, let's just say, appointed various different head rabbis of, I think, the Sephardi community of דימונה, a head of Jewish court over there in the city of בבאר. He would be an Din also in Jerusalem, in the capital city of Eretz Israel, and various different Batei Dinim in Eretz Israel, and founder of various importances. He'll be part of the army rabbinate also, and the author of a book called, I think, the Betoch Ami. Let's explore a few of the highlights of the famous rabbi's life. Now, he was born, I believe, in Al-Kala, if I'm not mistaken. This is in area of Marrakesh, respectively. Marrakesh is a place that we've spoken about on various occasions in this series. We have to stress out there was many great rabbis from yesteryear that actually happened to have been from there. So I'd recommend everyone to watch over. We probably recorded at least about as many as 30 rabbis from Marrakesh of yesteryear. So I would definitely recommend everyone to watch over that. That's what I would definitely say from the outset. Okay, so he would be from that specific area. I believe his father's name was Moshe and his mother's name was Chasiba. Obviously from the Elmaliach family. He would learn under auspices of Rabbi Yehuda Elmaliach, Rabbi Yitzchak HaKohen, and Rabbi Masud Chazan from that specific vicinity in Marrakesh. Rabbi Masud Chazan was a great Rosh Yeshiva in that specific place. I think he became a rabbi of the Moshav Noam at the end, and will be rabbi in the area of Shlomi, respectively, over there. So he'll take on various different positions and will be close to various different great rabbonim. That is one thing for sure. Okay, then he would, I think eventually he was, it was amazing the great talents he had at the end, and he would go on to in Marrakesh and would then study in the yeshiva, I think, of Rabbi Yaakov Dahan, was a very great rabbi, and start learning very much, start also teaching at that point in time. Rabbi Yaakov Dahan was a Diane and the head of the yeshiva in Marrakesh, especially in the earlier part of the 20th century. So he'll become teaching there, and he will progress further and further. And I think he'll be ordained to become a rabbi. He'll be able to do shechita, in the Talmud Torah inside that district. He would set up a yeshiva, I think, in village of Amzamaz, and would be also appointed various different important roles, especially in the Bedin over there. I think there was a Bedin of another great rabbi, Rabbi Makhluf Abu Chatzera of Marrakesh, great rabbi, head of Jewish court in Marrakesh, and a very prominent rabbi. And he was in contact with many great rabbis. And I think come what the year, Hey Tafshin Tetvav, he would finally make Aliyah to Eretz Israel and work as a rabbi in the city of דימונה, which was a very prominent position over there. It's a place we've spoken about, I believe, on various occasions before inside the city. I think we did mention several other rabbis that may have worked there in its day. So I recommend everyone to look over that. Okay, so דימונה will bring a lot of opportunity, and I think come with the year 1970, I think, yeah, it would be around 1970, he would go on to become a leader of various different groups. He'll take on various different importances, let's just say, in its time in Israel. I think there was Avraham. It was a specific group in itself. I think 49 people this would consider. He was, let's say, the head of a group called the Ben Ami Ben Israel. This was something that I think mentioned about on various occasions before. This organization, I believe it happened to be translated. Ben Ami Ben Israel was, let's just say, I think it was, this group itself was very much inspired by the Black Hebrew Israelites, let's just say itself, and really an important group, let's just say. It was started by this Ben Ami Ben Israel. Hopefully we'll record a video within regards to him. I think he happened to have been, if I'm not mistaken, he was known for founding the African Hebrew Israelite nation of Jerusalem. He was, and he was a famous rabbi, I think, who passed away in Be'er Sheva. So I really hope we can speak about him at some stage in time, because he would make, let's just say, an important mark inside his area at that stage in time. Okay, so that's also interesting. Just to point out over there. And yes, I think he would, much more can be spoken about within regards to that, so we'll leave that for another class. Then I think it came the year 1978, he would be appointed as a Diyan, a part of the Rabbinate Reshit over there, the main Rabbinate in Israel. And then I think Kamot Heitavshin Mem Gimel, around 1982, 1983, he'll be starting work as a Diyan in Be'er Sheva. Very prominent position over there that was, and Be'er Sheva obviously being one of the main, let's just say, cities in of itself in Israel. So that would bring about, obviously, more opportunity. That's what we have to stress about. He was, I believe he became a director of organization. They're part of the rabbinic court. And I think he would be sent on various different important missions in this specific country in of itself. He'll become a manager of the Bedin of Rabbinate also, and he'll be sent through a few times through the chief rabbi, Rabbi Mordechai Eliyahu, to grapple with certain specific cases, connected to Gittin, especially. I think he might have traveled to South America even, and also to France. Kamadi Heitavshin Nun Aleph, he was appointed the head of the Jewish court in Jerusalem, in a specific court in of itself, and I think various different rules. He would give over various different Jewish laws in of itself, and I think he had a connection with Rabbi Shlomo Goren, who was a famous rabbi in his time. I think he was the head rabbi of the army, if I'm not mistaken, in the year 1971. More can be said within regards to him. I believe he had various different interesting teaching methods in of itself. I think he would actually live, if I'm not mistaken, in the area of Har Nof at one stage in time. Har Nof being a very prominent place in Jerusalem, a place we've learned, a place I learned in personally, and a place that many times we visited on this channel. He would learn in the Kollel Darkei Hora'ah L'Rabbanim. This was the Kollel of Rabbi Mordechai Eliyahu, a place we also visited with, and we're friendly with some of the great rabbis over there. And he would become a posek over there. He would give examinations within regards to the Rabbanut. Will be appointed, I think, head of Jewish court of the chief rabbinate of the army, respectively. And I think will become the head of Bedin of Marseille, respectively. He would write various different important Torah works in of itself, and that much more can be stated within regards to that. Now, I believe he was buried in Har Menachot, and obviously passed away on 28th of in the year 2012. Now, I believe he got married to Rabbinit Zahara, and I think she passed away in the year 2015. I believe they had 6 children. His son, I think, one of the sons, Rav Shimon Elmaliach, would become Shivet, Kerab, Pikod, Oref, Rav Zruah Hayevsha, Kohen Kedayan, Bebeitin, Hatzavei Legio. Okay, so he become, I think, prominent position also inside the army. Now, he left various different Torah colossal works. I think one work was left into 4 volumes. Chelek Aleph, it was a Betoch Ami. Chelek Aleph, the first part was on Masechet Gittin Kedushin and Torah of Hilchot Ketubot. Then the Chelek Bet was on Masechet Beit Tzar Moed Katan, a contrast. I think there'll be discussions on the Parshat Shmuel, so that Chelek Gimel will be on the Torah Orachaim, and Chelek Dalet on Hilchot Shabbat, respectively. And I think he would receive, if I'm not mistaken, the Yehei Tavshin Mem Aleph, the prize of Rabbi Toledano, Lisrot Toranit, respectively. So that was another accolade, you could say, in his time. He was famous rabbi. He grappled with many different issues, and I recommend everyone to learn more within regards to him. We could say a few more words within regards to him. That I think he got married back in the year 1947, it was. So at that stage, he would have been about 22 years of age when he got married. He was obviously very much part of the military rabbinate in his life, head of Jewish court in various different places, especially in Marseille, and various different teachings. Let's explore a few of the highlights from his books. I think just using the notes from the Hayomi website over here. One of the teachings is Melamed Godel HaMitzvah Shel Avat Yisrael Shbiyado Levatel HaOnesh. This is one of the teachings that is brought down inside his book. I think that is featured very much in Chelek Bet of the book B'toch Ami, in page Reish Tzadik Tet, another teaching. Melamed Shenehene Adam B'Shnei Olamot Kishma'aniyim B'Divrei Torato. This is once again, I think this comes from the first Chelek of the book. Respectively, I think it was printed, or maybe sometime in 1983. Another teaching. Melamed L'Zochim L'Yashev Be'Eretz Yisrael L'Yizaheh B'Shloshat Devarim. He's going to teach 3 things were important to do if and be careful about if we are living in Eretz Yisrael, if we're fortunate enough to live there. Okay, that is come from Reish Nun Daled and Reish Nun Hey. Melamed Ech Leshanot Minhag Avutam Shlibo Ma'ases Alav Mibli Lebatlo. This is the last teaching over here, I think, from Chelek Gimel, I think pages 50 and 51, and once again inside the book, the B'toch Ami. So it was a great rabbi. He was a student of Rabbi Yaakov Adahan, one of the famous rabbis of his time, and I recommend everyone to learn more within regards to him. And we've already covered in this series maybe about nearly as many as 200 famous Moroccan rabbis, which is absolutely phenomenal achievement over here, and I'll recommend everyone to learn much about within regards to the great rabbis of yesterday. And our friends who are a community here, we are learning about famous rabbis of yesterday. If you descend from any of the famous rabbis we are speaking about, please send me an email. I would love to hear more information, or if you feel we should speak about a specific rabbi that you might descend from, please let me know more information, and we will try and investigate. And there's nothing like learning about the great chachamim of yesterday. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please subscribe. We are nearing a staggering, at the moment, 7,000 subscribers, which is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal achievements that I will have to definitely stress over here from the outset. We don't just record videos on famous rabbis of yesterday. We're also trying to, at the moment, include a great Jewish personality to give us a word every single day of some wisdom, Torah wisdom, respectively. That's another goal of this series over here. We do videos on Parshat Shavua, on the Hebrew month. We do a daily tidbit of the Daf Yomi also. That's another very interesting position that we are taking on, and very, very successful. And we do other videos, even including on, let's just say, on the current events also. That's something also special that we are doing. So I appreciate it. Thanks very much for all the fantastic feedback. I'm wishing you well, and blessings here from Israel. And subscribe. Thank you.